بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أفضل الذكر لا إله إلا الله. The best dhikr or the best way to remember Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is the repetition of the kalima La ilaha illallah. There is no God but Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. The human heart is searching for tranquility, happiness, peace, prosperity, satisfaction, and assurance that are all contained in the word itminan. The human soul that was separated from Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is centered in the heart. The soul finds itself lonely in this world, and it knows that it is separated from its source, that is the presence of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, or the sacred world. Thus, it finds itself in a world without assurance. It is, metaphorically speaking, when you go with your little child to outside and you're holding his hand, so the child has assurance. Once the child loses you and finds himself alone in a hostile environment, the child suffers the lack of assurance and security. Similarly, so long as we attach our heart and soul to the material world, we make our soul and heart suffer the lack of assurance and security. And we feel it within ourselves. It's a feeling that makes us uncomfortable. And we call it, I am bored, I'm stressed, I'm feeling unhappy, I'm feeling scared even. And we resort to so many material and physical solutions, such as better house, better car, more money, and so on. Once again, I would like to mention that better car, better house, more money are necessities of our lives. But there is a spiritual secret, and that is the soul and the heart wants its own assurance and security by reconnecting with or reuniting with its source. And that is done by remembrance of God. The reconnection of the soul with Allah Jalla Jalaluhu will grant it the desired prosperity, happiness, tranquility, satisfaction, and assurance. And Allah Jalla Jalaluhu has explicitly said that the repetition of His holy and pure names are one way of practicing dhikr or remembrance of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. In a verse of Quran Kareem, it says, وَذَكَرَ اسْمَ رَبِّهِ, and remember the names of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. And our master, our teacher of religion and spirituality, Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, has taught us that the best dhikr is La ilaha illallah. The repetition of La ilaha illallah. All heavenly books, including Quran Kareem, and all other books, and the creation itself are expressing information about our beloved Creator. And all these informations, these infinite informations, are contained in La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah is composed of two parts. La ilaha and illallah. La ilaha means there is no God. So the word la is a negation word. Like in English we say not. Like you say I am happy, and the opposite is I am not happy. So the word not negates it. Here, la ilaha means there is no ilaha, no one to be worshipped, no one to be loved, no one to rely upon, no God. Because we humans live in a material world, virtually away from our beloved Creator, our heart gets attached to anything it comes across, anything that it comes in contact with. The affection or love of that thing develops in our heart. The affection or love of a person, a place, a job, environment, wealth, property, and you name it. In reality, however, we should have developed affection and loved the one who has given us all these wealth, property, job, physical body, friends, family members, and so on. While we benefit all the enjoyments in our world, we don't want our heart to get attached to anything. That's why we say La ilaha. We are saying that the wealth that I have was not what I acquired with my own efforts. The physical body I have was purely a gift from my Creator. The friends, relatives, anyone I have around me are privileges given to me by the one who grants privileges. And the talent I have, smartness I have, also was a favor given to us humans by the grantor of favors. Therefore, every time saying the La ilaha, we are negating all these material influences on our heart. But heart by its nature has to get attached to something or someone. Therefore we say illallah, but only Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. I want my heart to be attached to only the one who brought me into existence from non-existence. Had he not brought me into existence, I would have never had any of these privileges, favors, or enjoyments. Now let's see, when we perform something, when we accomplish something, either openly we give credit to our own capability, or secretly in our heart we believe that it was myself who did it. It was my own efforts, which is not the case. Think about it. Had God not given you only one thing from among billions of favors, and that is memory, how could you ever remember? Even your way to your home, you would not remember it. How could you ever remember all these complex accomplishments and performances that you do? Like, let's say you are finishing a project, or let's say you are a doctor and you are doing a surgery. Just taking away one thing, that's your memory, you will be wiped out. You will not remember a bit. You will not remember even the name of the organs in your body, let alone the details of physiology and psychology of a human. So the repetition of La ilaha illallah as many times as we could cleanses these selfish thoughts from our heart and mind, and therefore detaches our heart from anything other than God, and attaches ourselves and connects us to the one and only one creator, maintainer, provider, protector, and sustainer of all. By practicing the repetition of La ilaha illallah, the soul gets released from the prison of the body and finds its connection with the beloved Creator, and thus it becomes happy. As soul and heart realize that they are finding their way back to the everlasting world and everlasting source, they find tranquility. And when you feed the soul by saying La ilaha illallah, soul finds its most appropriate nourishment and finds its satisfaction. So, in conclusion, we should spend maybe 15 minutes a day to practice the dhikr of La ilaha illallah while we concentrate on the meaning. So while we say La ilaha, every time we think about I am negating everything. There is no God. There is no one to take care of me. There is no medicine that cures me. There is no police that protects me. There is no friends that give me love. Illallah. But it is Allah Jalla Jalaluhu that causes the medicine to cure me, helps the police to protect me, puts the love in my relatives, friends' heart for me. So while we say La ilaha illallah with a good melody, we think about its meaning. Concentration is a major factor in all our worships, in obediences, and especially in dhikr. So in dhikr we say La ilaha illallah, but we think about the meaning. And I hope that this very short explanation of La ilaha illallah will help us concentrate on the meaning of La ilaha illallah while we practice dhikr. And like I said, perhaps 15 minutes a day will inshallah build a strong foundation in our spirituality on which the infinitely high skyscraper of spirituality will be built. Thank you very much for your time. Until next time. Salam alaikum. Khuda Hafiz.